Hi everyone, it's Gloss Intuitive. I'm here for the lovely Libra Collective, Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, any placement of Libra. We are going to look into the energy surrounding this time period here of June 4th, 2026. Something feels really special, very important about today, about the energy. There seems to have been some sort of shift, and it has my attention, and maybe it has your attention too. Maybe you've been feeling a noticeable change. Maybe it's actually been a positive change, because we do have a very important um, pairing of some of the bigger players in astrology, with Venus and Jupiter forming an exact conjunction in the sign of Cancer. This is really good for us, Libra. I think it's good for a lot of people, for most people, actually. I think it'll be rather positive because you have Venus and Jupiter, which are they're considered, the two great benefics, right? And in astrology. And so it's going to be beneficial for us, for a lot of us. Okay, we have answer a call. This is about the 11th hour. I cannot tell you how much I love this card right now, and I'm going to tell you why, Libra. June 4th, 2026 is an 11 day. 6 and 4 is 10, goes down to a 1. 2026 reduces down to a 1. So what do you have? An 11. That's what this reading is about to focus on. There's an alignment shaping up. I am getting this important choice. This something you're going to make a choice regarding a relationship, a union, a partnership, something. The indecision, the separation, the conflict you felt, any sort of discord, I feel like you're clearing that out. You may be asking, or you may be feeling as though there's what's my calling? You may be feeling sort of a lack of direction. You may have been ignoring the call. Not to call you out, Libra, but that could be part of this reading too. So we use tarot cards, oracle cards, and of course, channeled messages. I'll use my crystal ball. I'll share what I received clairaudiently. But let's see, what do we have here for Libra? This is signs and synchronicities. You've been given a sign. It might actually be in this reading. You've been given a sign, Libra. I know there are messages here for you, actually. Do remember, use your intuition. Take what resonates, leave the rest. You have free will, final say. Your intuition knows best. So pay attention to the synchronicities. This is about noticing patterns and noticing symbols. It's another 1111 card. What do you know? You may be seeing 11 a lot on the clock, or 1111, or just noticing in general the number 11. In fact, let's go ahead, since it is an 11 day, which we don't always have them, not in this setup, not in this way anyway, with it being a 1 year and then a 6 and a 4 being a 10. Okay. Okay. 11. So this is a sign of spiritual awakenings for you, Libra. You are drawn to higher vibrations. Some of you you've waited so long for the ships to come in, so to speak. And you've been trusting your intuition more, and that is really going to pay. You following the signs and synchronicities will in fact lead to blessings and to miracles. And I feel a lot of you are open to receive that. You're ready for it, and you've been attracting it, manifesting it, really. So here's the 11 card. So you're learning to trust your gut feelings. I think a lot of you have had a lot of enlightenment. You've had a lot of light shed on a certain situation or life in general. Ready for the level up, right? Okay. Libra. This is about roots and foundations, card 444. This is finding your roots, Libra. 444, and it is June 4th, right? Okay, so this is connecting with ancestors, building a strong foundation, getting back to basics. Maybe you'll find this is, exactly what's needed in this certain situation you're in. What else? Let's get one more of these, and then we'll move on to tarot cards for lovely Libra. Steady. I'm getting something about steady, steady, going steady, slow and steady maybe. We have miracles happen. A situation will magically improve. Again, that Venus and Jupiter conjunction, 25 degrees, I think it is, in the sign of Cancer. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. And they have a white horse. Now that reminds me of the Chariot card. A lot of decks feature a horse, or horses, I should say. A lot of decks will feature that. In fact, this deck that I'm going to use features the horses instead of sphinxes. So it does remind me of Cancerian energy. So, and that is partly what we're talking about. I am going to do a separate reading on June 9th about that conjunction. I'm not an astrologer, but I like to feel into the energy on my own as an intuitive. All right. So this is about tensions dissipating, you overcoming obstacles. A situation is improving, Libra. Miracles are happening. You're getting a sign of that right now. So for Libra, cards I use are down below. Getting tingling here in my crown chakra. I'll pull angel numbers, animal cards. We'll see if there's anything we need to let go of. We'll tap into the Akashic Records, Oracle cards too. For Libra, please. For Libra. I'm getting a name like Emmett or Emery too, clairaudiently. Oh my goodness. You have a beautiful Ace of Cups. There's Dragonfly here. So for some of you, Dragonfly is going to mean something. There's enlightenment leading to alignment. That's the phrase I'm hearing clairaudiently. Enlightenment leads to alignment for you. You've made an important choice, or you will, and it's going to be that this is your soul's calling. You're being called to go towards this golden cup of opportunity, Libra. There it is. Some of you may have felt like you couldn't do something in the 11th hour there. You go for it. And wow, it's glorious. What else do we have, please? You pushed through those hard times. For some of you, it's gone on for years. Years and years. Now we have Page of Cups. So a Page of Cups could be a happy surprise, Libra. Surprise! There's an invitation here. You get a surprise invitation. You get a surprise opportunity. You were right to dream, because now it's coming true. And you're getting a sign of that. The synchronicities, things are lining up. Could feel pretty magical. What else do we have, please? On this channel, as you can see, I tap into energy for the lovely Libra collective, and it's intuitive tarot, although I do give traditional meetings. And I post Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. Eastern time, as well as, I knew I was getting judgment. Yeah. As well as Tuesday, Thursday afternoons. Sometimes it's Friday instead. But anyway, judgment. This is you. It's funny because as you get back to basics and you kind of just, maybe some of you have been spending a lot of time just getting back to pouring love into your own cup, Ace of Cups, pouring love into yourself. By doing that, you then kind of signal to the universe that you take good care of yourself. You're ready to take care of any opportunity that comes your way. You're your greatest asset. So maybe you're now taking care of yourself, your health, your wealth. Your health is your ultimate wealth, right? But that's your ultimate life purpose, right? For a lot of you, I mean, that's my belief anyway. That your ultimate purpose is to live a full life, to enjoy life, to take care of yourself, and that's judgment. That's life purpose card. So this is about you having that awakening again. That enlightenment leads to alignment, that sort of thing. You're making your final decision here. That self-doubt, denial, it's over. And you have the moon. That was all an illusion anyway with the moon. There's something you weren't seeing. And now it's clear. Super clear. It is so clear right now. The truth is setting you free, Libra. And you only have 4 tarot cards out. 2 are major arcana. You have a court card and a beautiful Ace of Cups. I knew there was something special about June 4th, 2026, an 11 day for us Libras. And Libra, why 11 for us? Well, Justice is card 11. That's our card. Some will say, well, it's actually in original tarot, it was an 8, 11. I'm not here to debate that. 90%, 99% of the tarot decks I own, Judgment's card, or I'm sorry, I had to get on the floor again. Justice is card 11. So the card that did fall on the floor is the 6 of Pentacles. You'll see the Libra scales right there. As I'm actually talking about Libra's card, we get the only other card in the deck that has exactly Libra on it with the scales. It's the 6 of Pentacles. Things like what you've put into, the reason there's been discord and discontent is it hasn't been reciprocal. You've been the only one putting in. And now I feel like so many of you have shifted to putting into your own, as I said, pouring into your own cup, that look, now you're going to have more to even give because you've been giving to yourself. So they say self-care, or, that could be like, I say self-care is not selfish. Like, you pouring into your own cup is not selfish. In fact, it's selfless because you have more of yourself to give by taking good care of yourself. So what else do we have, please? You'll notice she's giving to this boy. She can make more. She knows that. She knows she can make more. That her purse is overflowing. So I didn't touch as much on the moon as I should have. Now, the moon is the ruler of Cancer. And as I mentioned, that conjunction coming up, which is, I think we're already in the energy of like feeling that shift. And that's why some of you, or your perspective is changing. And you may even have a much more clarity, but with the Judgment card like that, but also more like less fear, just being able to push through it. And yeah. So 5 of Cups here. We'll get on with it. 5 of Cups here. She's not focusing on the Ace of Cups that's standing. That could have been you recently. And there are 4 on the ground. So I'm getting like 4 of Cups, or 4 on the floor. I'm getting 4 of Cups here, Ace of Cups. You've turned a 4 of Cups situation into an Ace of Cups situation. Think about the traditional 4 of Cups. It's 3 in front of him, and the Ace of Cups hand kind of coming out of nowhere, right? Just like the Ace of Cups does with the cloud, the universe delivering an opportunity, but they're not seeing it. They are wallowing in depression or whatever, discontent, boredom, that sort of thing. They're in it. They're in their feelings, and I understand that. I completely understand that. But what they need to do when we get the 5 of Cups is they need to focus on the cup at hand, like that Page of Cups is doing. They don't. That's not like everything. They're just a page, right? But it's something. And a lot of you have decided, you know what? It's not about perfection. It's about progress. And you're ready to take those next steps. What else do we have? I'm picking up on like Carolinas. Maybe you have a connection to the Carolinas, or your name even. And then we have the Emperor. So Aries energy coming through. And this is being ready to go for it. And also connecting to that, finding your roots. You're connecting with ancestors. Maybe you're getting back to basics. You're building a strong foundation with this Emperor in that 444 card we have. You're absolutely getting it all planned out. This is you respecting yourself too, and being respected. You are a leader. You are in control here. That's the Emperor is an authority. That's the energy you're tapping into right now. I think you're being chosen for an opportunity. Yeah, and there you go. There's your new beginning, Fool card. Fresh hope. There it is. Fresh hope's not foolish. Fresh hope's going to lead you to this new beginning. It's okay if you don't know everything. When I have the Moon and the Fool card, some of you may be letting the fear of the unknown, or feeling as though you can't possibly make something happen, you might be letting that get in your way. You might be thinking you don't have what it takes, but this reading's saying, oh, miracles happen all the time, and you do have what it takes. You're improving your situation. You're overcoming obstacles. What else, please? You've worked hard on this. We're going to see what you need to let go of. Get some divine direction too, or direction in general. We have the 4 of Wands. Oh, what do you know? It's the 11-11 card. 11-11. There it is. There's your accomplishment, your achievement. This is celebration. You will be celebrating this Ace of Cups. And it could be a last-minute offer. I feel like it's a last-minute offer. Where does it lead you? Well, on the floor. On the floor at your door, right? 9 of Pentacles. Someone left that comment one time, and I love it. Yeah, if it's on the floor, it's at your door. Well, that's right. Be proud, Libra, of how far you've come. You've done hard things before, and you've really set yourself up nicely here. Look at that beautiful 9 of Pentacles. She's focused on the right things, like I talked about with the 5 of Cups and the Page of Cups. They may have started out small, but now look. Now there's a 9 of Pentacles. Again, they've trained their focus. She's trained her falcon here in the card. You've trained your focus. Very magician-like, too. Oh my goodness. You have the Ace of Swords. Seriously, look at that breakthrough. Massive breakthrough, shift in the energy, major shift in the energy. If you've been blocked, if you've been stuck, well, it seems like June 4th seems to be the time when doors start to swing open for you, Libra. This is when the energy starts moving forward for you. It's like a dramatic energetic shift. Yes, dramatic energetic shift. And the opinions of others, Libra, they matter less and less and more. That's what it seems like. Any sort of dishonesty, arguments, chaos, confusion, illusion, it's being swept away. Like that's it. Not saying there'll never be doubt ever again, ever in your life, but it feels like whatever's been the stumbling block has become a stepping stone and you are on your way. The reason I say that, look at stepping stone, they're stepping off the cliff maybe, and some people might say, oh, that's foolish. You're going to have some support along the way. There's that. And also, you're not brand new at life. You might be new at this one opportunity, this new one coming in with these aces. You've been getting aces all over the place with my readings. A couple weeks ago, not even, you had all 4 aces and the Magician. So, I mean, that's like 4 aces plus 4 aces. So, talk about wonderful for abundance, right? But with the Fool card, as I was saying, you're not new at life. You might be new at this, trying out this new opportunity that you're offered, this invitation, this proposal, this gift you're given. It might seem kind of difficult at first for some of you if it's like a new job opportunity, you're stepping into a new role, or maybe you've been out of the mix for a while and you're going back into something. You're not new at life. You still have all your life experiences to draw from. So give yourself more credit than what you've been doing, Libra, what you've been giving yourself. And we have the Tower here. This is the old foundation, the old way of doing things is done. All right. This is sudden change, yes, but it's because you're rebuilding. You've decided that you're going to take that chance for a lot of you. Things may have been, in ruin before. They may have, you may have felt like an opportunity you took cost you way too much, and you may not be wanting to take another opportunity. You may not want to get, that's why you're scared, because you've had those Tower moments. That's why you're scared. You're not wrong to feel that way. Right, Libra? This is a brand new foundation, though. You've walked away from that old way of doing things. That old life. Again, maybe it's like listening too much to the opinions of others, not having yourself valued. Maybe you yourself have been kind of guilty of that, of not really respecting yourself or your boundaries. We have the Knight of Swords here. Knight of Swords is you being assertive, you defending your beliefs. You're in your power. You're owning it. You're owning your own path, your own future. And look what you've got. You have their King of Wands is what's clarifying, the Ace of Swords and the Emperor. You have all this fire and air now. Get excited, Libra. This is an ultimate entrepreneur. This is somebody who's very courageous, very bold. They are motivated to make change, and they do make change. And look, they know they do it through working hard. Yes, some of you had an earth-shattering Tower moment, right? But with the hard work and with the miracles and a little luck from your guides there, a change of the energy entirely, and you being willing to do the work. I'm not saying everything just happens to get delivered easily, right? But you will be getting gifts along the way. Yes, some things that will surprise you, and that's fabulous. That's wonderful. I do want to point out, you now have 88, right? So 88 is again, it's that sign of enlightenment. I have a card that actually says 88, sign of enlightenment. It came out in your last reading. I actually forgot to read it, I think, in that reading. That's so that I would mention it now, I think, because it's meant to come out. It's meant to come out in this reading. It came out on the table, but I don't think I actually mentioned that one because 3 came out at once, and I think I actually overlooked it. But you're not overlooking it. You're not overlooking this opportunity. When this door swings open for you, Libra, you're going to pounce. You're going to jump on it because you know it's the right thing to do. And you realize, yes, you may need to work hard on something. Give it your all, right? But you have the wisdom, you have the know-how, you have that experience to back this up, and you'll find success. Absolutely. Absolutely. What else do we have, please? I think a lot of you, it does have to do with work or a project you're bringing in. If you enjoy this reading, please do like the video, hype the video, subscribe, leave a comment, become a member. It all helps. Thank you. A simple like goes a long way, so thanks for that. All right. Oh, wow. There we are. There's our card, Justice. Now, we don't get this every reading. I'm very happy we have it in this reading on this June 4th, 11/11, 11 kind of reading here. But yeah, you know, it's like you've weighed all your options, and you're at a point now where you have to make a decision, or you've already made that decision when you came to this reading. You have your clarity. The truth is out now, right? Ready to move forward. I do want to know, what do we need to let go of? What should we let go of? Anything we need to let go of? Talk to us, please. What are we letting go of? The opinions of others. I do hear that. We've been getting that one a lot lately. Pick your path. Oh, this came out in your last reading, I think. Live authentically and be fulfilled on your own terms. Be true to yourself. Yeah, that's connecting to justice too. The truth, right? Picking which you have many options that you're maybe weighing. You may also have multiple responsibilities and things that you're trying to balance. Is it all going to work out? Well, yeah, I mean, this is looking pretty positive. It feels very positive. You have inner critics. So this is about challenging negativity. So replacing negative self-talk with positive affirmations. And bottom of the deck, you have overcommitted. Oh, interesting. Look, Libra, it says strike a balance. Strike a balance. This is about saying no to some things. It will show you what really matters. It'll also show those around you what really matters. You can't be everything to everyone all the time. That's not realistic to you. That's not fair to you, right? And when we have justice coming in as our final tarot card for the tarot portion, that's big. Let's dig into the Akashic Records. We already have one out. It says solitude. It's making me think of the Tower and the Moon combined. So, solitude. Spending time alone is often what we need to hear the whispers of our soul. Get to know all aspects of yourself so you can stand on your own in any situation. Be ready in case there is another tower, yes, but don't make that your focus. Focus on what's in front of you, the task at hand, the plans, where you want to go, not on what happened before, right? It doesn't, just because it happened before doesn't mean it's going to happen again. And by the way, if it did, you're setting yourself up in a position where you're going to be ready. You're going to know what to do. You kept yourself afloat before. We have listen here. It has looks like a fox on the card. So this is, you're being asked to listen to your inner voice. It's been guiding you to do something or say something, and it's time to act on its wisdom. And oh, I'm seeing a bat in the crystal ball right now. I'm seeing a bat. And the bat becomes a butterfly. I feel like you're sensing your way through a transformation. All right. And it will change everything. And also, Libra, I want to tell you, you're on someone's radar, or like an opportunity that's on your radar. Now you're on theirs. So like, say you submitted an application and they hadn't received it, or they hadn't reviewed it yet or something. I feel like you start hearing back, or you feel that energy move. If the energy hasn't shifted for you yet, it will. I would say within days of hearing this reading, like 5 days, even 10 days, 5 to 10 maybe. What else? I'm hearing cubic unit, so that's something. Some of you could be working on some sort of professional development opportunities, or looking for those, or this could be now is a good time for you to look for those. And there may be more affordable options than you realize. So get creative in your search. I am getting that from here. I'm getting a name like Sharon. And all right. Sometimes the crystal ball, it can take a little minute. All right. So we'll put this here for now. Let's see what else we have for for Libra. We're going to get one more Akashic Records for now. Oh, I'm seeing someone skateboarding. Now, that takes balance, right? That takes skill. So maybe you're being very like tactful too and how you're handling something. But remember also along the way, Libra, to have fun. Or you could resonate with skateboarding in some way, you know, either someone you know now or someone in spirit. Okay, we have patience here. There's a sloth here. So you have all three of these cards have animals. You have the owl, you have the fox, and you have the sloth. So you could look into the spiritual meaning for that. A resource I love to use is Animal Speak by Ted Andrews. It's by Llewellyn.com publishing. So yeah. All right. I'm just gonna get one more. Let's get one more though. I feel like one more would be good. Feels like a lot of you are spending time doing the shadow work stuff. We have honor yourself here. This is recognizing your hard work that you've put in to get to where you are today. So instead of thinking how far you still have to go, remind yourself of all that you've accomplished and be proud. Hello, that's the Fool card. That's what I said. You're not new at life. You've overcome so many things. This is about you having an opportunity to set yourself up right this time. Doing things the right way. May not necessarily be the easy way, but it's the right way for you and what matters to you. What else do we have, please? Okay, pay attention to the animals. That's funny because that's what I usually get next is the animal cards. Angels and animals come in next. So a new animal spirit guide is entering your world. Oh. And, oh, I can't believe this. You had this in your last reading. Both of these, I think, came through in your last reading. So reconnecting to your past to unlock your future, you can heal and move forward. Remember I said a lot of you are working on like shadow work? Wow, I guess so. There it is coming in. What else do we have? Some of you have some skills that have been lying dormant. You need to brush up maybe. It doesn't mean you need to start all over. We have this too shall pass. There's an unexpected surprise coming. Absolutely. There's an incoming surprise. I was already getting that. You have when you start a reading with the Ace of Cups, be ready to be surprised. This is about you being changed for the better. Expand the mind, learn a new skill. Again, right? If you're doing some sort of professional learning or something like that, very good to be doing at this time. Knowledge will open doors to a whole new direction. And soon we will be lifting the veil, Libra. You will see the light. I'm going to go ahead and get some angel numbers for lovely Libras. We have 1919, a sign of patience. Patience and hard work makes dreams a reality. I'm getting repeat messages now. I think we're done with that one. I want to get some divine direction cards for you, for lovely Libras. Shed a little more light on this situation for us. I think I'll pull some charms for us too. And I always encourage you to use your intuition when I do pull these. I won't give too much input on those. Let's see what we have though. We'll get our animal cards still and we'll do divine direction. What do we have, please? We have expansion. Look at this, Libra. Some of you are going to be asked to sign a lease, a contract, or you just did. It's around this time. Within the next, that's like June, July time period. Either it just happened end of May into June or something, but it's like there's a commitment. You're going to be asked to sign, or you're choosing to sign. Could be a contract or something, something good. This is about you dissolving limitations. You're making great progress. You're reaching new heights of what's possible. What else, please? Whoa. Again, I just did a money, career, fortune reading for you. So I'll attach that to the end screen here. You'll be able to see it on the side of the screen when I close out the reading. Oh my gosh, Libra, say yes. So if you're offered the contract, maybe you want to say yes. I don't know. Totally up to you, but this is a yes kind of vibe. We have a monarch butterfly there. It's take a chance and say yes. Yes to the offer, yes to the romance, and yes, you are ready for this. That is the whole point of this entire reading, Libra. I'm sorry if you find my voice loud, or if it goes up and down, maybe change the volume. That's how I am. I can't tone that down. That's me. That's how I speak. All right, I'd have to get speech therapy to change that, it sounds like. So anyway, oh my gosh, and we have decision. Look at the judge. I'm working, I try, though I'm trying to be mindful, all right? Okay, so if you take too long to decide, worries, ego, limiting beliefs, and the opinions of others will begin to creep in. So not letting that happen. Oh my gosh, though. Bottom of the deck, I mean, talk about that. You have justice card, justice card. You have decisions here with the judge. You are the judge in your own like higher court here of life. Okay. And there is justice, Libra. You're going to get a fair shot at something that it feels like you didn't before. Justice will be done to those who oppose you. The truth will, in fact, be revealed. My goodness. All right. What else, Libra? Someone had left a comment about the volume. That's why. And I'm like, I don't know if it's on their end or, I mean, I guess I can understand. Yes, I go up and down. I talk with a lot of enthusiasm and I'm very animated. And that's one reason people like me. But, you know, maybe it's not for everybody and that's okay. So that's that. I try to be mindful, though, of it. So Libra. But thanks so much to all of you for being here. You do know how to show support. I appreciate you for it. All right, power animals. Wolf. Ooh, Libra. Wolf. So this is loyalty is the silent strength that speaks volumes through actions. Your heart knows who to trust. Yeah, you know who to trust. You know who's trying to also just kind of, rain on your parade. And Libra, just like me, I'm not dimming it down for anyone. You don't have to dim it down either, right? You shouldn't have to. If you're having to dim it down, then you're not with the right people or in the right situation. That means you would be out of alignment, right? When you're in alignment, you don't have to dim it down. Okay. What else do we have? We have Cat. And this is embracing your independence and letting your curiosity be your guiding star. Yes. All right, Libra. You have Crocodile. This came in your last reading, so we'll read it again. And this is about the most profound transformations often occur in the stillness and quiet moments. Have patience. Two others we have Koala and Orca. So this is it's time to surrender to the natural flow of life and receive your manifestations with ease. Yes, Libra. And Koala, let your heart remain rooted in stillness and inner peace. The solution is in progress. Yes, there are a lot of moving parts. There are things happening behind closed doors. You don't quite see it, yes, but get ready to say yes because you're going to want to take this offer. Now, tuning into the charms for you. The charms for Libra. Let me get out. Oh, here we go. So I have something to put this on. First one out. You have a little dog bone there. Little bone. So what do you get off that of your intuition, Libra? It's a little bone. All right. What could it mean for you? Let's get some others. Next one is, okay. It's, those little angel wings with the heart. There we go. That could be meaningful for you. I'm actually picking up on if someone has a tattoo or something of that or considered it or something. Next. Oh my gosh. Remember, I didn't say it, did I? Well, it's a double star. I was seeing a star in the crystal ball. I didn't actually say it, I don't think. So there you have it, though, a double star. What does that mean for you? And another one. I like to get 4 of things. I like 4. Oh, okay. We have an ice skate here. Okay. An ice skate. Libra, this has been a pleasure. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, check out the other readings that I put on the end screen here. Subscribe. Thanks so much for being here and take care.